Good morning. You're up early. Our training session isn't supposed to start for another 15 minutes. Pardon? Do you really enjoy spending time with me that much? You're not using flattery just so I go easy on you today, are you? Perhaps. I see how it is. Would you like a beverage before we begin? Coffee? With a splash of zing juice? Adds that zing to your morning. I'm happy to make you drinks, but you must promise you'll behave today. That's like asking the sun not to rise, huh? I'll make you the drink anyway. Yes. I went through your data from last time, and you passed with flying colors. Therefore, I think it's time to take you off the simulator and let you have a go at piloting this starship for real. The BrainSync tech does take some getting used to, but once you have a good grasp of it, it's all downhill from there. I know you never shy from a challenge, and I'm certain you'll master it in no time. Here, drink's ready. That's correct. The simulations were useful for developing your neurosync efficiency, but today you'll be directly connected to my starship. That's right. The ship's neural pathways will be interfacing directly with your brain and nervous system. Semi-organic ships like this girl tend to respond well to humans. They were designed to be used across multiple species. Once I see you're flying her ride, I'll let you do whatever you want for a bit, with the safety parameters in place, of course. What do you mean, no more hand-holding? I don't believe we've held hands before. Right. A human figure of speech. I mean, I was drunk at the party, but... But yes, I'll be letting you do more of your own thing this morning, if that's what you mean. Gotcha. I thought... my smart pen. Huh? Why would I drop my pen to get your attention? It was an accident. Just an accident. I'm not flirting. No, you're here to learn about the ship, not me. And asking about my romantic inclinations, that's rather personal. Yeah, though I suppose you have been learning about me along the way. Poor pen. What were you looking at? Of course I need to bend down to pick up the pen. I can't just grasp it with my toes. Unless I take off my shoes and then... sorry. Act professionally, Arla. So, how have you been sleeping lately? Has medical given you any more pills? And? Are they helping? If not, you may need to ask them for something stronger. Getting there is progress, but you do need to be resting enough. Yeah, it's awful. I'm sorry. Having your fleet decimated by enemy forces does mess with your head. It's happening more and more recently, with no clear pattern to where the attacks might occur. The higher-ups are working on a solution, but until then, we train to fight, to outmaneuver, to shield. You will tell me if the training sessions get too much, won't you? Right, okay. And I said I wasn't gonna go easy. Sit. You know, I've never trained anyone who's been able to pick up BrainSync as fast as you. Your performance is impressive. Who? A very sweet and amazing teacher. That sounds nice. Oh, you mean me? You're just a good student, that's all. You are. You've worked very hard. Huh? Oh, I'm glad you're having fun, too. There's nothing worse than hating what you do. Oh, you'd be surprised. It's easy to become... What's that word you used last time? Jaded. After seeing the things, the people you love disappear time and again. This job requires courage. Finished your drink? Right. Ready to buckle in? There will be some differences between the simulation and the real thing. Of course, I'll talk you through everything again to start with. First, let's calibrate the BrainSync. Neurological response rates in different areas of the brain vary by the day, so this is important, as repetitive as the process may seem. Yes, real ship this time. Are you excited? Put this on. Any buzzing sensations would mean a miscalibration, which I assure you won't happen under my watch. Buzzing with excitement is something else entirely. You had me concerned there. Okay. Initiating low-level sync between your brain and the ship systems now. what you're experiencing is the first stage of the sync. You are being connected to the Starship's sensory matrix. I'm now turning up the dial. Now, what I need from you is for you to confirm the sensations you're experiencing. The ship's feedback should feel like it's an extension of you. Yeah, like there's an open, two-way flow. That's exactly right. Your neural sync efficiency is stabilizing at an above-average rate. With more practice, and as you and the machine learn more about each other's patterns, you will need to think less. A lot of it will simply become muscle memory. Feels like magic? There's nothing supernatural about it. You'll find that most pilots who excel in BrainSync reach a point where the distinction between their own body and the ship's blurs. I'll still be monitoring your biometrics throughout. No, we're not going to put you through any difficult battle simulations this time. It's the real ship after all. But I'll pull you out if I notice anything out of place. Alright, we're moving into more advanced territory now. I'll explain what each of these connections and dials do and what sensations they might induce in your body. You're feeling a warm, fuzzy sensation? Like you're going to float away. That can't be right. I haven't started the... Oh. I'm responsible for it. Please, concentrate. I'm not flustered. There's work to do. Besides, I should not be what you're focusing on, even if that's what you'd prefer to be doing. Right. This is the neurofeedback dial. It controls the level of sensory input your brain receives from the ship. And I'm not blushing. Look forwards, not at me. You might feel a slight pressure in your temples when the levels change. How are you doing? All right? Now, pay attention to your visual field and what you perceive. The system is going to overlay a visual grid in your mind. Correct. You're a natural. You can zoom in and out on certain areas by simply willing it to be so. The grid will map out anything from obstacles to threats to system malfunctions to different parts of the ship available for you to control. There is a selection panel at the bottom right of the grid. Do you see it? You may feel a slight tingling in your neck as you toggle different components on and off. Give it a try. I know. It's a lot of information, but the key is to allow your mind to interpret the grid passively. In other words, don't overthink it. Now, let's move to the response dial. This controls how quickly the ship responds to your mental commands. At lower levels, you'll feel a lag. This is useful for situations where you need to ensure that certain steps have been initiated before starting on the next. Or even in high-pressure situations where you want to double-check you haven't made any errors. You'll feel some tension, then release in your muscles as the ship responds to your instructional thoughts. Okay, try to turn the ship to the left. Slowly. The ship is your body. Perfect. Accelerate. Good. Now to the right. See if you can go around in a circle. You've got it. Yes, watch for the visual markers. Obstacles will come up in red. Have a go at zigzagging your way through them. Just a bit more to the left. Yes, corners can be tricky sometimes. Wonderful! Do you want to go again? I'll let you adjust the dials this time. Multitasking at its finest. Okay, you can spend a little while doing what you want to do. Hmm. 10 out of 10. Yes, you did well. I think it's time to take a break. It's good practice to do short sessions, then build from there, especially when working with the real ship. It lessens any side effects you may experience. Powering down. I am impressed. Your data is... Are you fishing for compliments? Oh? So, you found it easy? Much easier than asking someone out on a date? What do you mean? I don't think dating and piloting the ship are comparable in terms of neural integration and physical coordination. You may beg to differ on the physical coordination part, but I think that's because you haven't yet tried the complex battle sequences. Yes, of course. You can ask me questions. I don't believe there is a rule against dating coworkers or interspecies relationships on this fleet. However, certain dynamics can affect work efficiency, emotional distractions, and not that certain people are that distracting. I didn't mean you specifically. Outside of work. Fun outside of work? Oh, dinner and docking station gazing does sound pleasantly fun, but only if it doesn't interfere with training. I suppose there wouldn't be any harm in scheduling an outing. I didn't specifically say yes. I thought we were speaking hypothetically. But perhaps you can consider it a tentative agreement. We'll see how your training goes and what the schedule's like. Okay? Oh, you humans are so flirty.